I'm Melissa Renfro. I teach English at Maple Woods Community College. I've been teaching learning communities for about 3 years. I love teaching learning communities. I like the energy.
Because I know what I want to.
With another instructor. I think it's great for students. I see a lot of results with students who take learning communities. I actually see a lot of turnarounds with students. As students often come into a learning community, they're not sure what a learning community is.
The two subjects that I'm in right now is History 121 and English 30. It's really fun because you get to know more about the kids that are in the classroom because you're with them in a longer period of time. And I think it's fun interacting, and it's different because it's different than having a lecture for 50 minutes, and it's more interacting with all the kids.
And within the learning community, since we have a lot more time together, they develop strong friendships with each other. They get to know their instructors better because they have more time with both instructors.
I feel like I am learning more with my teachers because they help me out with, sometimes the tutors come in the classroom and they help us. It's more a longer block so we can have more time with the teachers and learning.
And as a result of all of that, they tend to be more motivated to do better in the class. I also think students, they've told me a lot about how the shared subjects in the learning communities allow them to know more in depth about the topics covered in the class. So for instance, right now I'm teaching a learning community with English 30, which is basic or developmental writing with History 121. And the students in that class are getting to know the history content a lot better than they would just taking History 121 on its own. And they're getting to know the content better because I use all of the same content in my English class. And so there's a lot of more in-depth knowledge about it. My students write about the topics. They're talking a lot more about the topics. And because we have that extended community of learners, they're just getting a lot deeper knowledge of the content course, the history course, and they're getting to see it from an English perspective. So they've told me that consistently throughout semesters that they really like getting to know the topic a lot better and in more depth. The other thing students always comment on with the learning communities is the group work and the friendships and the study groups that they form. Because we have a longer block of time together, the students really get to know each other better, and they're working more deeply on the topics, so they actually think harder about the topic. And I find when I overhear conversations with students where they're really asking each other questions about what they just heard in the history course, and they're really trying to get at what those things mean and really helping each other more because they've developed a lot more trust with each other. To get outside the classroom and do some more interesting things. And one of the things we do are field trips. In the learning community I'm teaching right now with English 30 writing and History 121, we're going to 3 field trips. The field trips really provide an experience that's beyond just the information that you're sitting there hearing in lecture and discussing with your instructors. It really allow students to see the topic in a broader perspective and in different ways. And they were a little bit stronger when we got into groups. I could just see the friendships that they were developing getting a little bit deeper. And I think it's because we can do those kind of neat experiences that you wouldn't do in a regular class.
Taking learning community as a class is beneficial for you because you get to be here for one day for maybe 3 times a week, 2 times a week, and it's easier so you can just stay in one classroom. You don't have to move whenever you have a break because it's 2 classes in one. Being in the same surroundings with the same people makes it more easy. You can actually get to know the people, actually talk to them because you're with them for a long period of time. So you want to maybe make new friends and maybe have study partners, which will help you with the classes since they're having the same 2 classes. So it's beneficial both ways. So yeah.
What about off-campus activities?
Off.
But you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So in this learning community, I heard that you go
Oh, well, the field trips that we take for the learning community is really fun because, you know, it's not normal because we don't have, in high school it's normal for you to go to field trips, but it's not normal to go for college. So it's more fun because the reason they have field trips is because we have a longer block in time. And going to the museums that they provide us give us a more broad aspect of the class and shows us more facts that we need to know for anything. Like, it gets me more information. When we went to the Nelson Atkins Museum, it was really a fun environment to go to because the paintings that I saw was about the readings that we had, and it was really cool to see the actual paintings that we were reading, so it puts a picture of an image to what we read in the class.